A UCSB grad student is speaking out in support of Ukraine, and as Tracy Lair reports, he hopes people won't get what he calls humanitarian fatigue.
When Russia invaded Ukraine, global studies doctoral candidate Sergei Saluschev was finishing his dissertation examining slavery and Russia's military rivalries in the 1800s. Now he's consumed with the present day.
It's been a depressing month and a half. Reading news is really tough, especially the latest news of war crimes and atrocities committed in cities like Bucha, Berdyansk, and Mariupol. Millions of people have been displaced and thousands of people have perished. And these are the people I consider to be part of my extended family, and it's hard to accept that reality.
He wants people to know he and other Russians stand with Ukraine.
That there's a lot of Russians who are also against the war, both in Russia itself and people who live here. Many of us stand in solidarity with people in Ukraine against the war, against Putin's regime and the atrocities he committed.
The 34-year-old grew up in Russia and can hardly remember when Ukraine was part of the USSR.
Most of my conscious life, so to speak, when I was growing up, Ukraine was an independent nation.
Saluschev says his heart goes out to the people fighting for their freedom, and he believes Russia's president has already lost the war.
I think at this point, Russia has already lost the war because there's nothing to gain. Because it was such an erratic and seems to be irrational, illogical decision, we have to be vigilant as far as nuclear weapons and how Russian leadership might react if it finds itself in a corner.
Saluschev hopes people won't tire of the coverage or stop supporting the nonprofits helping Ukrainians.
There is a such thing as a humanitarian fatigue when the conflict becomes so casual that we grow used to it, that the violence no longer shocks us. We just tend to accept it.
That's why he's grateful for the people who demonstrate and fly the flag.
I think it's fantastic. I'm really happy when I see them.
In Santa Barbara, I'm News Channel reporter Tracy Lair.